This 15-minute dumbbell workout will tone up your booty and entire lower body, including quads, calves, and hamstrings. All you need is a set of moderate and or heavy dumbbells and a mat. By the end, you're gonna feel stronger than when you started. Let's go. All right, let's get started with a warm-up. Let's bring those hands up nice and tall. Reach for the sky. Fold it forward, leading with the chest. Think about bringing those hips back. Bend into those legs, lift the hands up, and go ahead and repeat. So again, reaching through the hamstrings and the glutes, feeling that stretch in the back of the thighs. Drop the hips down and then stand on up. We got to get nice and warm before we get started. Before we start lifting heavy weights, we got to make sure that our joints are happy. We prime our muscles before we put extra load on them. Let's go one more time here. Reach, stretch out those hamstrings. Bend as far down as you can, hips to heels, and stand on up. From here, we'll go into wide sumo squats, heels in, toes out, feet outside shoulder distance. You're gonna drop it down and then go ahead, squeeze those inner thighs and the outer glutes. Warming up, quads, glutes, everything. You're gonna feel a nice burn by the end of this workout. Now go ahead and take these warm-up moves as slow as you need to. If you're just waking up, or maybe you are doing this workout after work, you might feel a little tight, so we got to make sure that we're good to go. So go ahead, try to deepen your squat just a little bit more. And last one here. Good. Now from here, let's go into a good morning. I'll show you side profile. Feet shoulder distance, soft knees, hands behind the head, elbows wide. Hinge from those hips as if you are trying to press a door with your booty behind you. Feel the stretch and then press those hips forward, finding that posture. So we're getting into that hip hinge motion, which is different from a squat. Notice how my knees are barely bending. It's all about the hips going back, 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 and then come back up. Let's go one more. And rest. From here, we'll go into a reverse lunge, hands on the hips, step it back, drop that back knee as low as you can, come back up and switch. Now keep those shoulders right on top of those hips, so we don't want to be leaning forward or leaning back. And your feet are on two different railroad tracks. Good. Last one. And rest. Come back to a wide stance. Feet nice and wide, toes are pointing forward. Lateral lunge as you bend it into one leg, keeping the other leg straight. All right, two more. And last one. Good. All right, coming up, first exercise is gonna be some front squats. So grab those moderate to heavy dumbbells. Feet are gonna start shoulder distance apart. We drop it down and then stand back up. Core nice and tight. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now this workout has no repeats, so every single move is going to change, which means you want to make the most out of this workout, the most out of this move. As long as your form is good, I want you to try to challenge your weights. Each move is 45 seconds of work. By the last 10 to 15 seconds, you should be struggling just a little bit to maintain your form, to really grow your booty and build muscle. You got to put a little bit more resistance than your muscles can handle, so that when you are resting and you're recovering, your muscles are trying to repair and build new ones. Coming your way, suitcase deadlift. You're gonna hinge from those hips. Dumbbells graze your thighs down to about mid-shin. You're gonna press those hips forward and repeat. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now notice, it's not about the big knee flexion. It's about the hinge of those hips. You want to think about pressing your armpits down, so that's going to activate your lat muscles, which will keep you nice and strong when you're holding really heavy dumbbells. Go ahead and focus on slowing down on the eccentric portion of the move. So the lowering phase of the exercise. Slow, slow, slow. And then drive it up. Think about thrusting your hips forward. Now watch your posture. Make sure you're not rounding the spine. Chest is open. And rest. Good. All right, next exercise, alternating reverse lunges. So feet together to start, drop it back, dropping that back knee as low as you can, come back up and switch sides. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Drop it down, stand back up, switch. Now, if you find yourself losing your balance in this one, make sure that your feet are on 2 different railroad tracks as opposed to being on a tightrope. So they should be about shoulder distance away from each other width-wise. Now, as far as your knee going down, just try to go as low as you can. Maybe you can tap the floor. Maybe you can just go 2 inches. That's okay. Do you. You got 10 seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Coming up, single leg deadlifts. Shoulders back, proud chest. Hinge from those hips. The dumbbells graze the thighs. Find your balance. Come back up and repeat. Here we go. Now, you want to think about keeping those dumbbells super close. Might take a little bit for you to perfect this exercise. So if you fall over, it's okay. Shake it off. Come right back into it. Now, ideally, you want to think about keeping your head and your heel on the same line, on the same plane of motion. So as my leg is coming up, that's what initiates my upper body to tilt forward. Feel the stretch along the back of the standing leg and the glutes. And rest. Good. If you need to, go ahead, drop those dumbbells, shake it out. We're gonna go ahead and do that the other side. Here we go. Shoulders back, proud chest, core tight. Let's take off. And then notice, are your dumbbells hanging forward? Keep it tighter to the leg. It's almost like brushing it as it comes down. And everyone's flexibility is going to be a little different. So if you can only go to like 45 degrees like that, that's okay. The goal, as long as you're practicing your hamstring flexibility, is to be able to create like a letter T. You have 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, 1 dumbbell only. Drop it down. We're gonna go into a sumo squat with a calf raise. Feet outside, shoulder width, drop it down, heels lift. Time starts right now. Down and up. Now you're more than welcome to go 2 dumbbells or change your weights and go a little bit heavier. So find what works. You wanna try to get your thighs parallel to the floor. Heels heavy, toes light, chest up. Again, finding your balance. Coming up to the balls of the feet. Holding it there for a second before coming back down. And watch those knees. Make sure they're not passing your toes. They should be right on top of those ankles. 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. Grab that sister dumbbell. Lateral lunges are coming your way. Feet shoulder distance. We bring it out to the side. Aim the shin with the dumbbells. And let's go. So the outside leg bends nice and deep. Inside leg stays nice and straight. Same cues as the squat. Drive those hips back. Knee not passing the toe. Chest up. Now we're getting to the outside of the glutes. Drive your weight into the heel as you stand up nice and tall. You got it. And rest. Good. From here, we're gonna go into some hip bridges. Let me go ahead and grab my heavier dumbbell for this one. So come on down, 1 or 2 dumbbells on the hips. Drive those hips up to the sky. Come back down with control. Knees are about shoulder distance apart. Weight is heavy in the heels. Think about lifting those hips up and tucking your pelvis under, tucking the tailbone under, as if you're like a scared puppy. Squeeze those butt cheeks together at the top and lower down with control. You should feel no pain in your low back in this exercise because you're using your glutes and you're not arching your spine. And rest. Good. All right, I'm gonna change this heavy dumbbell back to my moderate. We have a single leg donkey kick. Dumbbell comes on the inside of the knee. Keep it nice and tight by driving the heel into your glute and kick up. Keep the core tight. And if you want to take this body weight, you're more than welcome to take that dumbbell out. Keep the core in, shoulders on top of your wrists. Flex the heel, drive it up to the sky, slowly come back down with control. Whew. Oh yeah, we're feeling this work. It is happening. And rest. Good. Let's bring it to the other side. And then after this, you have a 1-minute break before we finish our workout with a squat finisher. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I always like to finish workouts with some kind of finisher, right? Like a little burnout, just so that you get that like icing on the cake. So let's do this with control, with balance, with precision, with intention, and you'll be almost to the end. Now notice if your weight is starting to shift or creep to one side, stay even in your body weight. And rest. All right. Dumbbells away. You get a 1-minute break. Amazing job. All right, shake it out. Grab a quick sip of water if you need to. We're going to finish off with just a 1-minute squat finisher. So go ahead, slowly stand up, shake things out. Hopefully you're feeling good. And what's so good about this workout is if you're craving more in your workout, you can go ahead and go back to the very top, repeat it again, maybe 1 or 2 more times, and you have an entire 20 or 30-minute lower body circuit that you can keep repeating and keep trying to improve in your weight selections. So coming up, feet nice and wide. Shoulder distance are a little bit further out. 1 minute of squat pulses. And we're gonna burn it out and be happy about it and smile the whole time. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay. We're here for a minute together. Find your lowest squat, and if you need to, close your eyes, maybe dance it out. Now, while we do the squat, we still want to maintain a neutral spine so we're not arching, okay? We're not on the dance floor. Keep yours twerking for later. That's not what we're doing right now. 30 seconds. Oh boy. Yeah, it's starting to happen. The quads, the glutes, they're burning. Woo. Come on, stick with it. And you know what? Get a little bit lower. You got 10 seconds. Finish it, finish it. 3, 2,
1, rest. Oh my goodness, you made it. Awesome work. Hey, if you still have some energy, I encourage you to check out this cardio finisher to really just put that icing on the cake for this workout. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and want more workouts from me, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below and let me know how you feel. I'll see you on the next workout.